Hey you guys, okay, so today I am sharing with you my home must-haves, favorites around my home must-haves. Some of my favorite new gadgets that have made my life a lot easier, some decor stuff, my favorite coffee table books, my favorite candles, just a few things that I've gotten lately. I'm gonna give you tips on how to arrange these like moss arrangements, which if I ever post a photo or anything on Instagram, which I have recently of this room, that kind of got a little revamp lately. You guys always ask about how you do that. I love it because my decor is very neutral. I like very like soft colors, and here you can kind of see I've got those pretty teal curtains. I've even got some like moss on the table. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I'm never gonna get the camera right again. Oh, Tiffany. Yeah, just give you guys some updates, and I think it's been a while since I've done a decor video. I feel like we've been so immersed with like everything going on outside. I've been trying to find like patio furniture, and there's so many different like areas out there to buy stuff for, and I just didn't realize how, I knew it was gonna be important, but patio furniture is like crazy, and it's like finding good deals, finding good stuff. I had actually ordered some things and sent them back, which is not fun to do with items like outdoor furniture. One of my favorite places to shop had a 30% off outdoor sale over the weekend, which really messed with me because I saw it on Sunday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to pick out something now, which I normally don't like to do, but I think I found some really good stuff. So when all that comes in and that's all done, I will do like a video out there. They're actually installing all our landscaping now as we speak. It's been a mud hole like for the past couple months, but that experience was good, and I don't know, I'll do a video or just show it at some point. But anyways, I don't know what it's been about decor and stuff, but I feel like I just haven't done one in a while. So I thought it'd be kind of fun. I've got so much stuff to share, and I think it'll be really fun. I just plopped down on the floor in here. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I kind of rearranged this. We moved the old white couch to the basement. It was kind of like, it was like a love seat. We bought it to go in this really tiny room of our last house, but honestly, you guys, that white couch is, and was, I mean it is because we still have it, but it's literally the piece of furniture that I worry about the least here with my dog. That is actually, you know, he was allowed on that furniture. It's not allowed on some things, but he can get on that, which is kind of funny. And you know, we have a 4-year-old, and that couch is indestructible, and it was like stark white, but you can wash all the pieces on it. So I would wash it, you know, every few months, and it would just look perfect all the time. But it kind of got a little broke down, like the frame of it, and it just kind of looked kind of like college furniture. I don't know, well, because I bought it when I was like really young. Anyways, we love it. We couldn't part with it, so it's in the basement. But what I want to do in here, because I did this sort of like circular seating thing with 2 chairs that I already had, and then the 2, hi Waylon, and then he loves it in here. That's like his favorite room. And then the 2 white chairs behind me, this one and then there's one over there, are the head chairs for our dining room. So those are gonna go back. These are so uncomfortable to sit in. Like they're comfortable to eat in. Like if you're gonna sit and eat a meal on them, they're not like what you want to lounge in. So I just kind of put things here just for the time being. A lot of you guys had a really good suggestion to kind of like alternate them, you know, to kind of put like this chair across from that chair and that one across, and I totally agree. I think I might do that just for the time being, but I am gonna buy new chairs in here. I'm gonna buy the same type that my couch was. I don't know like the same brand, but the same type. So like a white slip covered piece of furniture. When you say slip covered, like that could be slip covered. It's not, but it could be. So don't think slip covered just like looks like a sheet. Most couches are slip covered. Our sectional in our family room is slip covered. You know what I mean? Just means like you could take this cushion off and unzip it. Then when you took the cushion off, you could take this off, you know, which you can't on this one. This is upholstered, but do you know what I mean? These scare the hell out of me. The other one never did. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 4 white matching chairs that are cushy, that you could just come in, because we actually love this room, but when we come in here now, we're just kind of like when we sit in here, we kind of hate it. Like we kind of are like meh. So I wanna get some comfy chairs. Kind of funny. This is something I'm gonna talk about in a second too. We got a new ice machine. That's a home thing too. Okay, let's continue. So let's get into the favorites. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so let's talk. I'm gonna talk about some moss. What do I want to talk about first? You guys. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about, something that has changed. It's changed my life. People ask so much, you guys, like cleaning. How do you clean this? How do you clean that? Blah blah blah. I have a cleaning video, you guys, and it's very recent and it's so in depth. My biggest thing that drives me insane, because I have a huge dog that sheds. Like our floors never look like this. They do now, but they would always look a little, like, unless if you dust mop your floor, you could run a vacuum, you know, without, you know, on the hard floor setting, but you have to like dust mop your floors. You have to actually clean them a lot, and I'm lazy. I don't always do that. I would just run my vacuum and just kind of whatever, because I had to vacuum our carpets and everything, and I would just kind of do that, but they would get a little dull looking, hair everywhere. Waylon always, I mean, hair tumbleweeds everywhere. I asked you guys about those robots and I was so back and forth. The Roomba, a lot of you guys recommended the Shark, and we went with the Shark. Brad actually brought it home one day. Like, he came home and surprised me with this, and I don't know what it is. Like, I will buy stuff. If I know I need something or if I know I want something, I don't know, like, I will buy stuff. For some reason, I could not bring myself to buy one of these things. I've thought about it for years, I just couldn't. But Brad came home one day and he was like, hey, and I'm not kidding, you would have thought he like bought me a new car or something. I was just like so freaking excited, and I'm not kidding you. We've had it for maybe like over a month now, and it has been the best gift I have ever received. And the reason we got that was because it has like this stick vac on it, kind of like on the back of the base, there's like a little dust buster. You guys, it does not get hung in my carpets. Now, I do have a shaggy rug in the basement. I wouldn't run it over, but like all of these, it goes up, it goes down, it goes over little humps, whatever. It's great. Never has gotten caught up on anything. It did run over some of like Olivia's like play money, and it like, you know, but it's great. I mean, you can get the stuff out of it, but it actually like gets the dust. It makes your floors look shiny. Like, I don't know if it's like the little things. It's like, there's like these little felt rollers. It makes your floors look so good. It gets around your baseboards and handles the dog hair like nobody's business. I will link to the exact one I have. You guys, I want to buy another one for the basement, but a lot of times I'm just like, I bring him down there and I just like let him go, and it is so satisfying. It's kind of like if you have a washing machine where you can like watch it run, like turn the light on and watch it run. I know that's like really sick. I know I like have a problem, but it's like literally the first day I got it, I was just watching it. I was just following it around. I'm like, I could have vacuumed my whole house, you know, but literally, you guys, it's the best thing. Olivia's obsessed with it. She'll turn it on. It's like, she feels like she's cleaning the house. You know what I mean? Waylon's used to it now. That sweetest picture I posted on Instagram where she had wrapped the little barrier strip around him, you guys. It's the cutest thing. Olivia will like empty it. So my 4-year-old can do it. It's super easy. It has like a more heavy duty setting, and then it has a regular setting. And then it has the little stick vac in the back, which is important because you can use it on stairs. And I grab that all the time, and I'll do our couch, and it actually works really well. So I love that. I will link to the exact one that I have. And it's just the best thing ever, you guys. It's the best home thing ever. Okay. I don't know, let me talk about a few other things, and then we'll get into like some pretty things like books and some home decor stuff. Salt lamps, okay, they're a thing. When I was a lot younger, I had one in my bedroom, and it was pink, you know, and it was like the typical looking salt lamps. So I don't know if you guys know, but you can buy them that look like this. They don't have the big chunk of wood on the bottom. You can just sit them on whatever, and they just kind of look a little sculptural. This is the one that I got from our bedroom. There's all kinds of benefits. You can read about it. It's supposed to help like with your breathing, you know, respiratory things, negative ions, blah, 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 improve your mood. I will say the glow that they put off is really nice, and the white is exactly the same as the ones that look like reddish pink. It's the same reddish pink, beautiful glow. It just is like so pretty. I think if you have the choice, and if you want a pink one, like get a pink one, but if you didn't know that you can get one that looks like, I mean, it would look pretty in this room. So really cool. When Olivia was much younger, I got these little night lights because I thought, how nice would this be for her room? These are beautiful. They're the most beautiful glow, and I don't mind these being, you know, pink or whatever, but yeah, these are just so nice, and you could travel with it if you wanted to, and they're just made really, you know, I mean, it's just basically chunk of salt on the thing. Now, I've never read about this. I've never seen this warning on anything, but I'm very conscious about like pets and children and stuff, and I feel like it's something worth thinking about if you've got curious kittens, if you have a dog that will eat anything. Waylon is totally not like that. I still am kind of like careful with those. I mean, Waylon's just not destructive. He just is not curious about stuff. I think he's just used to all my crap, and he's just like, whatever, like nothing excites him. So he doesn't mess with anything, but still, you just wouldn't, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's, I mean, it's like if someone ate too much salt, or if a cat ate it, or if a dog ate it, it just freaks me out. So be conscious with these night lights. I mean, even cats can get up on, I mean, they do get up on things. So even be careful with that. I don't know how that works. I'm just saying, I mean, I don't know. Just think about that. And especially these that are gonna be like at a level where, you know, anyone can kind of get them, or any little creature. So we have this really cool bar area in the basement. It kind of serves as like, I mean, we don't have like a butler's pantry area. You know how some like in new houses, they'll build like a little like like a little thing, and they call it a butler's pantry. It's just literally like 2 feet of cabinets or whatever. And I always thought it'd be cool to have something like that, but then I'm like, why? I don't know. But in our basement, we got this really cool bar that kind of like serves as that, and I keep a lot of like extra like glassware down there, extra like little party stuff, or like big bowls or something. Obviously, we keep like drinks, and we have like a cool fridge, like a beverage fridge and a wine fridge down there. It's really cool. So anyways, I always thought it'd be cool to have like an ice maker down there, something where we could get ice. There's a sink down there and it's got like a pretty good amount of counter space. So I did some research and I found this cool ice maker. Now it's not super cheap. I got mine for around like, I think it was like $450, but you have to look at it kind of as, I mean, it is what it is. It's like an appliance for your kitchen or for wherever you're gonna use it. And it makes perfect ice, you guys. Like the ice that you get at Zaxby's or at Sonic. Is it like Sonic ice? Yeah. It's like that really nice little like soft, satisfying ice. And so it's the little opal ice maker. Now I can't stop drinking this. Makes it like really fast, but I'm really glad, honestly, that it's down there out of the way because it is loud. It kind of sounds like, you know, it's not like, I mean, I wouldn't want it somewhere. I don't love where it's sitting. There's this little like drain tube where if you know, you can have the ice and you can, you know, it'll kind of cycle and keep it good like for the day or whatever. But like when you want to drain it, because you don't want to keep using that same water, there's like this little tube. So it's sitting there because it like the little drain tube perfectly reaches the sink. And I don't know, I just don't want to be moving it. So it kind of looks like crap right there. I had it all fixed cute. I'm thinking about maybe moving it to the other side. I don't know. It has like actual things that need to breathe. You don't want to freeze up the machine. We did that years ago here with one of our older fridge units, that built-in one that you saw below the counter. It wasn't getting enough air. It wasn't like made to be just pushed into something. I mean, it still had a little bit of clearance, but it froze up and like almost exploded. It was horrible. So I'm kind of careful with stuff like that. I wouldn't put that like in a cabinet or up against anything. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of, it's just, you know, whatever. We'll just see what happens. So let's talk about these moss arrangements. I mean, okay. Super simple. What you could do is buy some moss balls. I feel like pretty much everywhere now you can find them. You can find, I'll link to some that I think are decent. Not all of them are created equal. You definitely don't want to just buy the cheap ones that you find on Amazon. They're gonna literally just look like little cheap velvety green shiny. No, you don't want that. I have a few that are on the top of these bookshelves, which I'll link to these bookshelves too. So much bang for your buck. I have 2 in here. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. So many of you guys have grabbed these. They're one of my favorite things. They're like around $100. You cannot go wrong. But these little moss balls, like some of them look a little nubby. That's pretty good. Easiest arrangement ever, and something is so visually appealing about it. So if you're like me, like, and you have very neutral decor, it adds like a living element to the room that you don't really have to keep up or do anything with. But something about it, I mean, it adds texture, it's a pretty color, it's very just pleasing. I don't know, I really love it. You could just throw a ball in the middle of the table, add some of those balls in our family room. I have, at the top of the bookshelves, I have some in those as well. Like moss balls. Some are nicer that are actually covered with like real preserved moss. I believe some of those in there are like that. I feel like I always say they look like the trolls from Frozen. It's like, like some people will be like, what the hell? Like literally, what is that? Okay, it looks a little funny. But I love it. Okay, so my favorite thing to do though is to get like a really nice bowl. I have them on my dining room table as well, and those pretty like marble, like hex bowls, whatever. Just buy the preserved moss. Like you would not want to spend money on as much preserved moss to fill up the containers though. So in the bottom, wad up some paper, like some like craft paper, or you could take like a clean water bottle and, you know, screw the lid on like a space filler. If you get good preserved moss, it comes like in strips like this. It's kind of disgusting. But you just layer it and it looks like a really pretty arrangement. And it's so easy. I think I got this moss at Restoration Hardware. It was like in little packs. I feel like it's a lot of impact, so I really love that. So really pretty. That's something that I've really enjoyed, and I think it adds so much to any room, but I try not to put it too many places. Like I've got here, there, what? But I think it is really pretty. This table is really cool too. I got it at Pottery Barn maybe like over a year ago. They don't have it anymore in the round version, but they do have the square or the rectangular version, which is beautiful. But it looks like your stuff is like floating on it. It's the coolest effect, don't you think? It's so pretty. But I found this almost exact table. It was pretty expensive, but I found this exact one for, I believe it's like under $100. I think it's like 80 something bucks. I'll link to that one too. So really, I hope they still have it because I linked it a while back when I showed this room, but it's the closest one I found. So moss balls into that. Now books. I love decor books. I think that they're decor in themselves, but if I'm gonna just chill, I love that's my favorite thing to do. I love getting a book about like a home or like book about interiors, whatever. Just flipping through all the magazines that I subscribe to. I don't subscribe to any beauty magazines. I can't look at that stuff all day. I just, home magazines, like every single one, it's ridiculous. And so I love them so much. And I keep them like on the bottom shelves of those shelves. You can kind of see what I did here a little bit, and I actually use these books to stack stuff on, and I think that's a really good way to actually use your books, and you can see them really easily, you can enjoy them. I think it's so boring just to be like, okay, just put them on the shelf, da, da, da. In our family room, we have those giant bookshelves. There's probably like 60 books on those bookshelves, and whenever I post a picture of them, people are like, where's your books? And I'm like, if I had enough books to fill this shelf, I would have like no business living in a home. Like I might as well be living in a library. Like I don't even know how you would acquire that many things. But you know, there I kind of line them up, but I put them kind of to the left and the right. Some of them I use to stack on things. But some of my favorite ones are in here because this is the room where like I'll chill, you know, like where I'll read a book or where I'll just like sit and have like me time, even if it's like 5 minutes, I'm just flipping through something. In our family room too, I've got some good ones, but I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite ones. Suzanne Kassler ones are just my all-time favorite. I've got a lot of her stuff in my house, and she's just like one of my favorites. I love her vibe. It's very traditional, but then there's like really like modern things. There are like modern elements in there. There's like some rustic things and like some antiques and some I love it. Very like European, and I love that. I love that. And she lives in Atlanta. Yeah, I love her. So she's got 3 books. All 3 of them are amazing. And then the Glamorous Rooms book, you see this a lot like on people's bookshelves. Mine has the dust jacket on it. It's the one on top there, and it's got like that leopard thing. I do like to look at it for some inspiration, but it does look a little dated. It's an older book. But then the Beth Webb Eye for Beauty is one of my favorite ones. I really like that one too. On the other side, there's just my other 2 Suzanne Kassler books and a few other things. And I've got a ton of books on my other shelf, but I pulled a few of those. I've got them more like, I don't know, I kind of mix it up with black stuff. Oh, she's got a new book and it's upstairs. I just got it. I think it just came out yesterday. The Elements of Style. This is kind of just one that you always see on people's shelves, and I like it. I like the first one. I think it's kind of fun. Honestly, I still like the first one better even than the second one. The second one was good. There was a lot of, all the things that I liked were ones where she had like wallpaper. But I'm like, you know, that's nice because anyone, you know, it's not out of the realm. Like anyone can buy the wallpaper and put it in your room and it'll look good, you know? And there's something cool that I got in that book, like a good idea. There's like this mural that she uses that's beautiful that I'm kind of like wanting to put on this wall. So I don't know. So I got a really good idea from her in that book. But some of the things, because that one's more like family friendly, I guess, which I like. I like that her message is you can still have a beautiful home and be family friendly, and that's me all day. But then she's got like, me and my friend were reading it, like talking to each other the other night, like on the phone. But then she's got like a bar cart and and I'm like, girl, okay, listen, I will have white upholstery in my house all day long with a dog and a 4-year-old, but I don't mess with a bar cart, you know what I mean? Like with like alcohol on the bottom of them, like no. Like literally, like that was so funny. So I'm like, okay, whatever. One of my favorite ones, this has always been an all-time favorite of mine. If you love decor books, this is so timeless and so good. It's the Black and White and a bit in between. This is a book that I've had for years. I remember reading this at our old house, and I look at so many of the things that's in here, like this like branch wallpaper, you know, and it's things that like I see in this book that I've added to my home now, that I've done that kind of like inspire me and you don't even realize it. And it's just the coolest book because everything in it, most everything is based on like a black and white color palette, but it's very like, I feel like anyone, no matter your style, you could get something from this. But then there's color. That's what I love. It's like, I think this is kind of my vibe. It's like not necessarily black and white everything, but just getting good neutrals, and it's like your house can be more fun because you can just do whatever you want. I think the most boring thing is like closing in yourself in a room that's just all one color and you're stuck with that, and someone's like, oh, that's so fun, I'm so adventurous with my like all purple room. It's like, no, like I would go nuts. And this is a really good book too. I like keeping it in my bookshelf. I should have taken a picture of it. Like, it's actually pretty in here too. But I put it in my bookshelf like on the right because I don't really love the front of it. But like, I don't love that. I don't know. But the whole book is this, like this is the dust jacket right here. But it's like this spotted, you know, but I love the back so much. I love this room on the back that I put it on my bookshelf, like all the way to the right, where you can just like see this back cover because I really like it. But what I love about hers is by Nancy Braithwaite. She's in Atlanta too. It's so many good designers are in Atlanta. I feel like there's just so many beautiful homes and stuff in Atlanta. But what I like about her, it'll be a really, like, all of the things in her room are just like really large scale, and it's like fewer things, but like bigger. I can't even pick the book up because it's so heavy. See, like, I love this. I just love this room. This is the one that's on the back corner, but like, see? I don't know. I just love it. Like, maybe I should buy like 2 big black cards. Just completely, no. Those are some of my favorites, and I know I'm gonna like, there's a million other ones. I have so many books that are like, you know, like the ones that you buy that are like Chanel or Dior. I have that Tom Ford book, which like everybody has, but something so appealing about that book. Not necessarily like looking at it or whatever, but I think it's such a pretty like decorative thing. It adds some contrast to the room. So if you're feeling like a little nuts and you want to just like buy a book to look at, but all of my books I actually look at and can get like inspiration from. These are just my go-tos that I love. And if I have fun books, you know, I put them on my bookshelf in the family room or whatever. I don't know, I really love those. So let's talk about a few other things. So I grabbed this the other day. I grabbed 2 of them at Target to put in our laundry room because we have like these built-in shelves, and I knew at the time, I was like, I should have bought 3. And what I want to do is like put like pool towels, like sunscreen, like little things. And of course I went back to get the 3rd one the other day and they didn't have it. So I found them online. They come in 3 different colors, and I believe this is the one that's like white with brown. I don't know, you can kind of look at the color, because when I ordered it, my 3rd one still hasn't come yet, but I feel like it's probably gonna be the wrong one, so I don't even want to tell you. Just kind of like look at, if you like this, just kind of look at the color and make your best guess, because I don't know. But yeah, it has these cool handles on both sides. Really nice. So I thought those were really cool. And of course, anything that I ever like that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be conservative, I'm just gonna buy 2, I don't need to buy 3. Well, of course they always sell out. Your husband's always gonna be like, they're gonna have those. No, story of Brad and I's life. That is like the story of our relationship. Do you remember, like, probably in 2006 or 7, 2008, I don't even remember, 2007, Target had all of that cupcake shit, right? And they had that cupcake cookie jar, the damn cupcake cookie jar. And Brad and I were in Target, we were living together at the time. I don't even know what I was doing, but now I'd be like, I'm getting the cupcake cookie jar, and I don't even know, I wasn't even different at the time. Like, I would just do whatever the hell I wanted to anyways. But so I don't know why I was even listening to him where this is concerned, but I was like, oh my gosh. And it was the perfect one because they came in a few different colors. I still have this cookie jar to this day. I'll have to get it out. I'll have to bust it out soon. Oh, I didn't get it out for Valentine's this year. Usually I do. Anyways, I knew I wanted the blue one. It was a specific one. It had a little heart on top. I saw them and he was like, you don't need that. Like, they'll have it. Come on, we'll come back and get it. Like, they'll have that. And I was like, okay. And I don't know why I listened to him, but I was like, all right, we left. And it just started messing with my mind. And like 3-4 days later, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back for it. Well, they didn't have it. And so then I asked someone and they were like, these are, you know, like, you'll be really lucky to find one of these. Like, these are gone. And it became a mission of like, I want the cookie jar, but I want it even more now. I don't know why. Did they not have the app? Did they not have where I could like see exactly how many they had? I think I found one store that said they had it in stock, and I drove to frickin' like Ackworth or somewhere to grab it, and they were like, no, we don't have it. It could have just been broken. And I was like heartbroken. So I'm literally like driving all over creation to try to find this dang cupcake cookie jar, and they don't have it. So meanwhile, I'm making Brad feel like shit about it, right? And so then I like overcompensated, right? And I bought the hand towels and the mugs. And I'm like, what am I doing? Am I having a child's birthday party? Like, am I gonna decorate with this? I still have some of those things that I bust out at you know, at Valentine's Day, which is really cute. So I bought all this crap that I didn't need, right? But I just wanted I just wanted the freaking cookie jar. And so a couple months later, Brad surprised me with it. I forgot how he gave it to me, but he had gone on eBay and he spent $89 on the cookie jar because they became like little hot commodities. We could have gotten it for like $20 and he spent $89 on that cookie jar. So lesson learned. It was funny because still sometimes he will say things like, we'll be in a store and he'll be like, they have plenty of those, like they'll have those. And I'll be like, cupcake cookie jar. Like, that's all I have to say. I'll just say, cupcake cookie jar, and he'll know what I'm talking about. I'm like, fine, get it. Okay, let's talk about a few candles. Now, this is my thing too. I have a lot of kitchen stuff. You see how far this video has already gone on. So I think I'm gonna do a kitchen edition soon. I think that would be really fun. And I have so many fun things in my closet, like those beautiful cloche jewelry containers and things that I use to organize things that are just like go-to that I really love. Things that are in my bathroom, like my setup, which I think I'm gonna do that video soon, like how I organize like the area where I get ready, my everyday makeup, that's coming up soon. But I think I might do a few of these because as you can see, we wouldn't have had time for anything else. So we'll do another one in my kitchen soon. I think that'll be really fun. I'll show you guys kind of like my kitchen must-haves. One more gadget, I'm not gonna show it. I've talked about them so much. It's another thing that's a must-have for my house, the Sonos speakers. Nowadays, everything in your home is pretty much wireless. You know, used to, even just a couple years ago, people would be putting this like elaborate, like wired, you know, systems into their home for like music. And of course it sounds beautiful. But nowadays people are pretty much just doing things from their phone, and you can still have systems like that that you control from your phone. But you can just buy these Sonos speakers. They are so discreet, they're beautiful. I have one in my dining room hidden because I moved that cabinet that was here back over there. You saw where I had these mirrors over here. Because I like this area here. Having the furniture floated made the room feel so much better. And the chairs used to be here, but having just everything made it feel better. I used to have that giant cabinet against this wall where the mirrors are, but you need space to breathe. You need space to kind of walk around. You don't need to pack your walls with every single thing. These mirrors, you guys, have been all over my dang house, I realize, but I love them so much. They're one of those things that I'm like, they look good here, they look good there. But I thought this wall would just look beautiful and like more open with just a wall of mirrors. And they're leaning right now. I don't love them leaning. They're secure. They're not going anywhere, but I don't love how the door touches against them. So I think I'm gonna hang them. That's gonna be like a big feat though. But and it'll give you some more room. You won't realize that little extra bit really does matter on the floor. So ideally, I love to hang them. I'm gonna have to bribe Brad to do that. So much more room. But anyways, I put that back in the dining room where it used to be, which I really, really love it in there now. And I have like some pretty pottery on top of it, like that white pottery that I collect. And I just put the little Sonos speaker behind it. I have one in our family room bookshelf. We have dance parties like every single day with it. Olivia's obsessed with it, like listening to her music and listen to all kinds of different music. But it's really cool when you're having guests over, when you're having people over for Christmas or a party or whatever, like you can put music on it and it sounds like you've got, like, if you put piano music, it sounds like you've got like a piano player in the house or something. It's so beautiful. It's the most like worth it thing I've ever gotten. The Sonos speakers, so good. Those were my birthday or my Christmas presents from Brad a couple years ago. I don't remember, but so good. So definitely check those out. So I'd be remiss if I did a video and I didn't mention that if I was talking about like home stuff that I love. But let's talk about candles, and I thought I'd save them till last because I do want you guys' opinion on something or your recommendation. You guys know I love candles. But so many different types. The diptyque ones are just always my go-to. The Bay, I love the Fig. It's like a nice, like soft, you know, fresh kind of go-to scent. But they're usually very strong, very perfumey. And I love that. But sometimes I want something that's like a little more fresh. I love weird candles that have like odd scents. I want a candle that's just very sleek, a white candle or a cream color, like a white candle or ivory or whatever. Maybe just like in a glass jar, pretty glass jar, something that smells fresh, nothing too floral. I like floral, but I just want something a little different. So let me know your thoughts, because I'm just kind of wanting something that smells a little clean. But my all-time favorite ones, the Colleen Rothschild. I took this one from our bathroom. This one's called La Balm. But they're beautiful. They have her logo. They have the name of the candle. They're just gorgeous candles. This one, I left the lid upstairs, but this one's probably my favorite, the Haight Ashbury. I have gone through so many, I don't know, I cannot describe this scent. When I smelled it, it like gave me butterflies. It's like, it's a little smoky. It's sweet, kind of like incense, but then a little like cakey, like something you could eat. I don't know how to describe it. It's just delicious. And this is my favorite one. Beautiful lid. These are just beautiful, like no matter what your style is, anywhere in your house, they're just gorgeous. I love the Roisin one, which is kind of like a rose mixed with detergent. I know it sounds weird, but it's like clean rose. It smells so good. And then the Hygge. Oh my gosh, I love the Hygge. It's like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so good and comforting and delicious and like, oh, just cozy. So Colleen Rothschild candles, definitely I would say if I had to pick a favorite, they're even above my diptyque ones. I have tried the Byredo candles. Byredo candle, I only have one. I have the one that's called Treehouse, which kind of reminds me of the Haight Ashbury, but a little greener. It's a little smoky. And I used to think, oh, well, it doesn't really smell at my house very well, but what it is it's just such like a subtle scent, like a smack you in the face like diptyque scent. But it's good. But I don't know. I don't know. I want something a little different that maybe doesn't have a label on it. That's just kind of sleek. Let me know your thoughts, because I want to put it on my kitchen island because I'm not really loving what I have on there now. I love talking about some home stuff today. I miss this so much. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on everything going on around here when all my patio furniture comes in, if it's good. No, it will be good. Oh my gosh. I can't do that again. So I'll show you guys as that all comes together. Yes, so much to talk about coming up, and love you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.